Hola, hola, my name is Jackie, and today I'm here to talk to you about a film I recently watched called Copenhagen, as you could probably tell by the title. It is written and directed by Mark Rosso. I'll put all the details down below just in case I forget to mention something anyway. But I was really inspired to talk about this film because I didn't expect anything from it in the beginning, to be quite honest with you, but I ended up loving it, and let me talk to you about it right now and what it is about. So it is about I want to say it's a coming of age story about adventure and love, and it's weird to say that it's coming of age because our protagonist is in his late 20s. He's not like our typical coming of age story age, which is like teenage years, you know. He's 27 or 8, something like that. He is on a mission in Copenhagen. So William is there to try and find his grandfather, right? He doesn't know who he is, and he is also trying to find about discover more of his father's past. He didn't really know him that well, they didn't get along that well, and he just wants to figure out how he grew up and his surroundings basically, and about his past as well. And while he's there, he's with his friend. I forgot his name by now. I'll put it again somewhere here. But yeah, he's there with his friend and his friend's girlfriend. And his friend, they're basically like brothers because they've known each other for a really long time. But his friend ends up abandoning him in the beginning of the movie. This is not a spoiler, I don't think so. I'm sorry if it is. I don't think it is. Anyway, he ends up leaving with his girlfriend and just leaving him there by himself. He's unsure what to do. He doesn't know Copenhagen at all. And so he's forced to try and figure out what is happening by himself. But he meets this young lady that works at the hotel. She doesn't really work there. She's like an intern there. Her name is Effie, and I loved her character so much. She's young, but she's like so smart and so I don't want to say like adventurous and just really different from anyone else I've ever seen. And I don't believe that her character is unrealistic. I believe that there's people out there like her, that it's not just that all teenagers are immature. And I really liked her because she helped William. So they meet, right? And she helped William in his adventure and try to figure out what is going on with their lives. So yeah, that is it for the non-spoilery section. I know it's quite long, and hopefully I didn't spoil anything for you. But yeah, go ahead and watch this movie. It's really, really good. Go and watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and discuss some of the details that have spoilers in the next section, so don't watch if you haven't watched it, but definitely stay tuned if you have. Bye. So like I said, I really loved this film. I don't know how many times I said it in this video, but yeah, I loved the adventure that they went on, and I loved that scene, I'm a vampire scene that Effie told William about. And because I love that shot when she stood next to they went into the museum, right? And she stood next to him on the statue, and she looked exactly the same. I was like, what? And it looked so cool, and it was so nice. And I'm really glad that William didn't give into his desire for Effie. Like, I know that she's really young, right? But it just, I don't know, it felt kind of weird that they would be in a relationship. It felt like they could have been brother and sister, you know? I know that age is just a number, right? But it's like, I'm glad that he didn't take advantage of her is what I'm trying to say, you know? Because he's much more older, he knows a lot more, even though he's immature, but he knows a lot more than her, and it's just, I'm glad that he showed respect for her and that you could see that he really admired her and came to care for her a lot. So one of my other favorite scenes is when Will's friend comes back, right? And he's like really sad about his breakup with his girlfriend, and then Effie gives him that advice of the oceans like meeting and like stuff, and he's like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. And I thought that was beautiful too, and I was like, oh, that's so nice, you know. And he's like, it's better than the advice that Will gave me, like getting laid. Like, that was so funny. I love that scene. And I also liked the scene where he steals the bike. That was funny. The end. Did you guys like the end? I particularly did like the ending a lot. I felt like it was a complete ending. There wasn't any like loose ends, kind of, you know what I mean? And it felt like it completed the movie well enough. So I really loved the scenery and the shots that were taken of Copenhagen, the city. Personally, I've never been there, but it just makes me want to go there the more. It all looked really beautiful and just awesome, you know? I want to go there. Take me to Copenhagen. Anyone? And I loved the script. It was so smart and so unique. It wasn't like anything I've ever seen before, I don't think. It was different. It was a breath of fresh air in a lot of the coming of age stories that are released today, and I really enjoyed that. What else?